right paint color for your walls can be a very daunting task. And to be honest, especially if you pick a neutral color, there are such a big variety of them. Which one is the right one? A lot of paint shops or hardware stores that sells paint nowadays have these great brochures from the paint suppliers. Or little booklets that actually show the different neutrals and different colors, so that you can see how they look and compare sitting next to each other. Now, if you don't actually have a hardware store that has these free booklets on display, then I will show you an easy way to make one of these yourself. All right, so most paint shops or hardware stores have these paint swatches, so they may look familiar to you. Kind of come, 3 different tones. Some of them are actually longer and wider. But all you do is you get a really big piece of white paper or cardboard, and you basically just stick these all on there. Just lift it up so you can see. Like that, or you can even put the ones that are very close to each other next to each other, and you just stick it all over the place, and that way you have a nice color board. And you can also hold it in different light sections in your house, walk around your house and just kind of compare which one of these draw your eye and which one looks fantastic. And then from there you can basically do bigger samples of them throughout your house. All right, so once you've picked the color of your paint, the next question is the sheen. What sheen should we pick? All right, now sheen is basically the gloss level in your paint. And there are a couple of different ones. So you have flat. It might be a bit hard to see, but there's a good illustration. The gloss one is very shiny and the flat one has no shine on it. Now, flat is usually used for ceilings, so it's fantastic. You don't actually see the roller marks on it, so it basically just goes flat on, and there's no light shining back from the ceiling if you use matte. Then your gloss is normally used for your skirting boards, your door frames around your windows, as well as cornices in a lot of homes. And they normally, when there's kind of more heavy traffic areas, something with more of a sheen works well. If you have a house where the ceiling isn't very high, I would recommend painting your skirting boards the same color as your wall, and also just to use the same sheen level as you will use in your wall color. And the reason for that, so as you can see in this example, this is exactly the same sheen, so this isn't a gloss or a semi-gloss, it's the same matte finish as the walls. And what it actually does is it stretches the height of your wall so that it gives the appearance that your walls are taller. If you have really high ceilings and high, walls to play with, using a different sheen and even a different color in your skirting boards and frames basically would just help, kind of frame your walls, and you do have still a lot of length to play with. So these are just like different tips and options. For your walls, you can use low sheen or semi-gloss. Semi-gloss is still a little bit too glossy for your walls, so I would recommend going more matte or low sheen for your walls. And the higher the gloss, it's easier to clean when the gloss level is a bit higher, but you also see dents and imperfections better the higher the gloss level. So if you're unsure, ask someone at your paint shop that would know, but that's just a really quick guide on what level to use for your house. Thanks. Thanks so much for watching this video. Remember, if you liked it, press thumbs up and subscribe to get more videos like this. See you next time for more fantastic home improvement tips. Bye.